Fields and Act Reacher 45, The War Report. Tuesday nights on YouTube, live and direct is the show. Saturday nights on 93.3 FM CFMU, giving y'all that new news and hip-hop interviews.
Wait, Ed makes music?
Pick a God and pray. We ain't playing, y'all gon' learn today. Pick a God and pray. We ain't playing, y'all gon' learn today.
Yeah, pick a God and pray. You rap heathens gon' learn today. Hey, pick a God and pray. Bow down.
Fox, my flow been nasty like hospital food. I'd rather invest in the time, y'all be thirsty for news. The truth is the truth, I put your lies on mute. I'm in a different route, I set my standards so high, y'all can't see my views. She my fan, I'm her muse, my wave is jet ski, my fly's Top Gun just like Cruise. And I know I'm the bomb, y'all can't cut my fuse. I'ma set y'all straight, y'all seem confused. Better pick a God and pray, cause still's got the still and I still will spray. Turn your sunny skies to gray. I'm smooth as shea butter, I keep one honey, holding one with my putter. Business money, but I keep it gutter. Since a youngster, I never been a buster. And I put that on the culture. We don't need a DJ to cut up like a sculpture. Pick a God and pray. We ain't playing, y'all gon' learn today. Pick a God and pray. We ain't playing, y'all gon' learn today.
Yeah, pick a God and pray. You rap heathens gon' learn today. Hey, pick a God and pray. Bow down, Mrs. Fox and Jay.
Pick a God and pray. We ain't playing, y'all gon' learn today. Pick a God and pray. We ain't playing, y'all gon' learn today.
Yeah, pick a God and pray. You rap heathens gon' learn today. Hey, pick a God and pray. Bow down. Fella, lower class deity, I manifest bars, but the world ain't hearing me. So I'm back from obscurity. God flows, God knows no impurities. So dutifully, they try muting me, but the sound crosses border, no duty free. I put a guap on a stock, that's maturity. I do a drop on your block, that's community. My new stock taking moons, no lunacy. We get it early, you niggas just soon to be. Drip God, lift broads with the nudity. I pay attention, these niggas pay gratuities. Green veins, but the money ain't the root of me. Meaning that you gotta show and prove to me. Meaning I see it through the tomfoolery. If I'm old, then there ain't nothing new to me.
Pick a God and pray. We ain't playing, y'all gon' learn today. Pick a God and pray. We ain't playing, y'all gon' learn today.
Yeah, pick a God and pray. You rap heathens gon' learn today. Hey, pick a God and pray. Bow down, Mrs. Fox and Jay.
Pick a God and pray. We ain't playing, y'all gon' learn today. Pick a God and pray. We ain't playing, y'all gon' learn today.
Yeah, pick a God and pray. You rap heathens gon' learn today. Hey, pick a God and pray. Bow down.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Great to get your most hated hard. Back for another one. Wake and Bake Boxing. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to the Queen, Miss Oddfella. What's she doing up in the war room? I mean, what's she doing up? I mean, when she in the crib, she only be up these times, you know what I mean? And now she out the crib, she's inside the war room, you know what I mean? Salute to the Queen, Miss Oddfella, you know what I mean? Live in the war room, that's what it is, that's what it is. Looky here, look at this dude over here. He up early too. Big Row, Judge Big Row. Hey, Rollaseum, show number 9 next Saturday. It's going down 8 p.m. Eastern time, you know what I mean? Look out for that show cover. We might have a 3 female competition, you know, dig? 3 FemC competition up in that next one, you know what I mean? So be on the lookout for that one. That's 8 p.m. Eastern time. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday, y'all, you know what I mean? Salute to my guy, G5 Gabe, you know what I mean? TWT, the winning team. You know what I mean? Y'all go subscribe to my guy G5 Gabe. Later on this morning, I believe he'll be starting up his show, the morning cleanup. You know what I mean? So y'all go tap into G5 Gabe. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna be on for too long. You know what I mean? So once I'm off, y'all make sure y'all tap into what G5 Gabe's cooking over there. You know what I mean? Winning tings. You know, dig? Big Rose says, yeah, bro. Get into the bag. The trap ain't dizzed. Damn right it ain't. Brothers and sisters, I'm on this early because there's a topic that's kind of been irking me. Salute to the Queen, Tay MMA, the Queen Combat and Entertainment. Good morning, Queen. Good morning. You know what I mean? Salute to Combat Tool Bag. I ain't even said salute to the King. Combat Tool Bag. You know what I mean? Big up. You know what I mean? You was in here, Fizzers. You know what I mean? So salute to our resident boxer. Keep grinding. You know, dig? But I'm in here early because I wanted to speak on the topic. We can talk about boxing if y'all want. You know what I mean? Because I got something to say. Shout out Kwee. Shout out to Queen Kwee. You know what I mean? Y'all go subscribe to her as well. But I got something to say about this whole Canelo situation. Everybody up in the uproar with Canelo not fighting Mexicans. You know what I mean? But I got my own little take on that. But we ain't gonna get into that. That's not why we're here. That's not why I'm here and right now. I want to talk about hip-hop. Y'all know this is not only a boxing channel, but it's a hip-hop channel as well. We do listening sessions. I promote the best independent artists out there. You know what I mean? But the big topic on the internet, the big topic on social media, you know what I mean, in the hip-hop world is the comments of none other than Busta Rhymes and Fat Joe. Did y'all hear these comments? Huh? Do y'all know these comments that I'm talking about? Or should I elaborate? You know what I mean? Because Fat Joe and Busta Rhymes have came out and stated that hip hop was created. You know what I mean? Hip hop was created by the Caribbean man and the Latino man. You know, dig? They are the originators of this culture that we call hip hop. Huh? Are they out of pocket for saying that? Because as I was doing my soft digging, on the surface, Busta Rhymes has said nothing wrong. He is following the internet, the Google narrative, right? Because when you Google who's the creator of hip hop or the origins of hip hop, Google will tell you that hip hop's origins come from Jamaica. Do I agree with that? No. Do I agree that Jamaica has influences on the origin of hip hop? Yes. But to state that Jamaica and Jamaican music is the originator of hip hop, I believe is a far reach, and it's disrespectful for a man of Busta Rhymes' stature for now all of a sudden to be posing as this iconic Jamaican, taking all the credit from the foundational Black Americans that have cultivated this hip hop culture and brought it abroad, brought it overseas, brought it to all corners of this planet. Huh? Then you have Fat Joe saying that the Latinos are a major part of the origins of hip hop. Yes, the Puerto Ricans were there. But can anybody in the chat show me or tell me about an iconic Puerto Rican that should be on the hip hop Mount Rushmore? Because I'm still thinking when I think about the godfathers of hip hop, the iconic ones, none of them are Puerto Rican. So what is Fat Joe talking about? Fat Joe didn't realize he was Puerto Rican until Big Pun came out. Before Big Pun, BPN, before Big Pun, Fat Joe was acting like a light-skinned black male. Huh? That's a fact. He wasn't rapping like no Puerto Rican. When Big Pun came out, all of a sudden, Fat Joe started to change his style. Fat Joe started to Puerto Ricanize his rap flow. Huh? I'm telling the real right now. And these are the origins of hip hop from the Puerto Ricans? I think not, Fat Joe. You need to fall back. You as fake as your beard right now, Fat Joe. But let's go back to Busta Rhymes. And his claim. And his claim of Jamaica being the origin of hip hop. Because there is some validity to that claim. But I'm here for y'all. The Odd Fella is here for y'all to debunk it. Debunk that claim. You know what I mean? Because once again, I will give the Jamaicans, I will give reggae music some credit for influencing hip hop. But to agree and reach with Busta and the fools that are along with Busta saying that Jamaica is the origins, we ain't gonna do that today. We gonna break it down. We go break it down right. You know what I mean? Now, when they show you who is the origin or the godfather of hip hop, a lot of the fingers point to Kool Herc. Now, who's Kool Herc? Kool Herc is a Jamaican American, right? He's noted of bringing parties, doing parties in the Bronx, doing big parties. He was notable for having his big speakers, you know what I mean? Doing this big speaker thing, and that was part of the culture in Jamaica. It's called having a sound. Who has the biggest sound? You know what I mean? You have a sound crew, a bunch of, you know what I mean? And you have your unit, your mixer, and a bunch of speakers. That element was indicative to Jamaican reggae culture. And that was some of the elements that Kool Herc brought into hip hop, right? You know what I mean? Nonetheless, we can't pinpoint whether he brought in the two turntables, because I don't think he did. But he did extend the instrumental. But what instrumentals was he playing? What songs was he playing that there was an instrumental after the song? He was playing James Brown. He wasn't playing no reggae music. He wasn't playing no Bob Marley. He wasn't playing no motherfucking Junior Reed, no Barrington Levy. He wasn't playing none of that. He was playing James Brown. James Brown. So those loops, the James Brown's instrumentals that were extended were made into hip hop. That is the hip hop sound. Those are the roots. James Brown and the drummer of James Brown's band are the reason we have the sound of hip hop today, which is foundationally Black American. So Busta Rhymes, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about saying that the origins come from Jamaica. Yes, we adopted and maybe influenced some of the techniques, but the origins do not come from Jamaica. Let's go further, y'all. Let's go further, y'all. Because if you look at Google, it will say to you that the origins come from Jamaica, where they would have two DJs or like a turntablist, and then a hype man or a DJ that would be on the mic rhyming. What they don't tell you is that what kind of rhythm they was playing, and what they don't tell you is that the man on the mic was not rhyming, he was hyping. He was hyping. And that's why the Jamaicans call the man on the mic that's going, more fire, more fire. Pull it back up, pull it up, pull it up. That guy's not rhyming. He's hyping. He's hyping the selector, the DJ who's playing the track. They don't call it a DJ over there. They call it a selector. The selector that's playing the track, the guy on the mic is the hype man. He's not the MC. The Jamaicans call him the DJ. Do you know why they call him the DJ? Because Jamaicans were listening to American radio. And the American radio stations, the disc jockey would talk on the mic. The disc jockey would talk on the mic. So who's taking from who? Huh? Are we foundational Black Americans going to Jamaica and saying that we are the originators of reggae because y'all adopted the style of the American disc jockey, talking on the mic, talking over the beats? Is that what we doing, Buster? Is that what we doing? Do we know what the rapper is? Because I don't see no Africans. I don't see no Africans coming over here saying that we created hip hop. We created the rapper. When the first rapper was called a griot in ancient Africa. A griot would be the guy, he would rhyme over bongo drums, over a rhythmic drum and storytell to the village. Sounds something like a rapper. A man that storytells over a rhythmic beat. In ancient Africa, that was a griot. I don't see one African coming over here talking about, yo, we started MC. Ah, yes. We started this. We started MC. No, I don't hear that. Where's Akon saying that shit? Where's Burna Boy, you know what I mean, saying that shit? Busta Rhymes, yo, you need to chill, bro. You need to chill with that. You need to chill with that because that's way motherfucking out of pocket. Once again, one of the OGs, I forget what his name was, laid it straight, simple, and plain. I don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck if Kool Herc is Jamaican. The fact that Kool Herc was playing foundational Black American rhythms makes it a foundational Black American origins. That's a factoid. The Grand Wizard Theodore is credited being the first to sample. They don't give that to Kool Herc. He just extended the loop. Grand Wizard Theodore is credited with sampling and making beats out of rhythm and blues, out of jazz. Not from reggae music, not from calypso. One of the elements of hip hop is breakdancing. They wasn't breaking to no reggae, to no lovers rock, to no motherfucking calypso. And if you want to talk about lovers rock, damn near all the lovers rock is music bit from foundational Black Americans, rhythm and blues, soul music. What is we doing, Busta Rhymes? You definitely out of pocket with this one. You definitely out of pocket with this one. Is anybody in the chat agree with Busta Rhymes and Fat Joe? You know what I mean? Because on the surface, if you look it up, Google says what Busta Rhymes saying. But I think this is a great that their foolishness, them uttering this foolishness, has now opened up this discussion. Now there's people doing some hard digging for the facts, and now we know that what Google says is not true. What Google says is not true. The origins of hip hop is none other than foundational Black Americans. Straight, simple, and plain. We'll give you some influence. We'll give you creditations for the influence. But that's all you will get. That's all you will get. Huh? Facts Combat Tool Bag. Straight blasphemy they dealing with. Straight blasphemy they dealing with. My first mentor was Paradise Gray of the ex-Rican professors, or the ex-brother. He taught me what you're saying. Big old facts, King. We got here Cadillac Red, Supreme Beats, Boxing Talk, Mondays, Wednesdays, and today 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Bullshitting on the beltways. I believe we got pick'ems. Yeah, and I believe we got some decent pick'ems this afternoon. If y'all ain't subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe and tap in. Yo, let me take a break real quick. Hold up while I smoke. What we smoking on? What we smoking on right now? This is the Wake and Bake. This is the Wake and Bake. We talking definitely some hip hop right now. I'm perturbed about Fat Joe and Busta Rhymes, y'all. I'm definitely perturbed. I'm smoking on some pink Chapo in a Russian cream right now. What the chat smoking on right now? Let me know. Combat Tool Bag, leave it alone. You better be smoking on some air or be jogging outside listening to me while you running, jogging with your phone or something. You know what I mean? So never mind this little segment right here. But for the people them, what we smoking on right now, this is definitely the Wake and Bake. Salute to new Fat Boy Fitness in the building. You know, dig? But Busta Rhymes definitely disappointed me. But it hasn't been the first time my nigga disappointed me. You know what I mean? There's been some sketchy situations Busta Rhymes has been in. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna go into that. My personal experiences with Busta Rhymes, you know what I mean? Because I saw him in a situation. Yo, these type of talks are only made for like backstage conversations or when we in person, nigga. You know what I mean? At the meet and greet, those, you know what I mean? So yeah. These talks will not be televised, but I'm disappointed. You know what I mean? Because I hear a lot of the man them say, yo, I never really fucked with Busta Rhymes, but I can't lie. I fucked with Busta Rhymes from the beginning, like from Leaders of the New School, from his first debut album, The Coming, from what was it called? When Disaster Strikes, when he had all that shit with put your eyes where my eyes can't see and all that. You know what I mean? Give me some more and all that. You know what I mean? But when I really think deep down to it, Busta Rhymes was maybe a little bit overrated. Maybe he was a bit overrated, because how many people in the chat can give me a Busta Rhymes quotable? Please. How many people in the chat can give me a dope Busta Rhymes quotable? Because I can't give you none. And I used to run his albums. I'm talking about The Coming, When Disaster Strikes, all that shit. You know what I mean? And when it comes down to it, I think Busta Rhymes was it was his beats. It was his beats. Shout out to DJ Scratch and shout out to Swiss Beats, because they held them down heavily. Shout out to DJ Scratch and Swiss Beats, because that's the most memorable shit when it comes to me fucking with Busta Rhymes, bro. My nigga Cadillac Red said, you on that cheetah piss and Jello for the wake and bake. That sound good. I mean, I see what G5 up in here. You said something. Did I see some cereal milk up in here or something? But Row, like a Dungeon Dragon. Yeah, that's about it. New Fat Boy Fitness on Scenario. He had some bars on. He had a classic verse on Scenario, which jumped off his jumped off his solo career. We kind of really know, these other niggas, Milo and Dinko, are kind of whack to me. You know what I mean? You could gotta do your own thing, Busta, and he did. I can't lie, the man showed longevity. You know what I mean? He's been pretty relevant for maybe close to 2 decades. You know what I mean? Close to 2 decades. We can't. That's nothing to sneeze at. But him as an MC, as an iconic MC who's now saying that he's no longer American, he's now deferring himself as a Jamaican originator of this hip hop. But if you are originator, you got nothing memorable. You got no quotables, my brother. You got no quotables. All you got is dope beats. You got hits, man. You ain't got no quotables, my nigga. And as far as your double time rhyming, Twista does it better. Tech 9 does it better. Am I out of pocket? Twista does it better. Tech 9 does it better than Busta Rhymes when it comes to double time rap. So who is this man, Busta, to come out here and talk about origins and totally eliminate the FBA off the map when you've been jocking the FBA from your childhood, nigga? From your childhood. We wasn't hearing no Jamaican slang in The Coming. We wasn't hearing you speaking that raw patois. Huh? You wasn't putting no fucking Jamaicans on your debut albums. You didn't start fucking with reggae artists till you got on the Belly soundtrack, nigga. That's when you found Bounty Killer, nigga. That's when you found motherfucking Junior Reed. Stop it. Stop it. Out here wild and talking shit, bro. Yo, I'm telling y'all, this is what woke me up this morning early. Irking me in this hip-hop game, talking that shit. You know what I mean? But salute to all the other brothers that are recognizing the decisiveness in these fools. Because this is not a situation where we got a man talking shit that's a guest of hip-hop, a guest in hip-hop. We have a man that was supposed to be, we thought that was one of us, and now we're saying he's not one of us. That's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. So Buster, you need to get your facts straight. You need to get your facts straight and break it down because the influences, the so-called Jamaican influences, those influences circulate and reciprocate back to America. The American disc jockey is your Jamaican DJ, nigga. Remember that. Remember that. Most definitely smash that like button. Smash that like button as your phone on in. This is Wake and Bake Boxing. TWR presents Early Morning Tings. We might be back on tomorrow with some more Wake and Bake talks and things, but y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Make sure y'all shop usualsuspect6.com. The link is in the description. These just dropped. They are out right now. The floss trainers. I got me a pair of both. I got two pairs. I got two pairs. I got the floss trainers, the white, and I got the black star trainers. You know what I mean? Those are available right now. Shop usualsuspect6.com. Y'all know what it is. Once again, Cadillac Red KG, 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be bullshitting on the Beltway. So y'all make sure y'all go tap into that. A quick response. Who wants to talk a little Canelo right now? Who wants to talk a little Canelo right now? Or do we want to continue to roast? Do we want to continue to roast this fool who calls himself Buster? You know what I mean? Because my cousins from Detroit, when they use the term Buster, it means you a lame. It means you a goofy. Did Buster Rhymes just morph into his name? Did Buster Rhymes just morph into his name? Combat say you want to talk Canelo. I bend up the knee. Queen 71 in the war room. Good morning. Good morning. I mean, glad you safe off work, off the grizzon. All right. Let's talk a little Canelo. All right, well, you know what? I'm not even gonna talk Canelo like that. But I want to bring up this. I want to bring up the outrage. See, this is why I'm the odd fella. I'm gonna say stuff y'all might not like. I'm gonna say stuff you might not like. But I'm gonna bring you a different point of view. I repeat, I'm gonna bring you a different point of view. Huh? And for the sake of argument and for the sake of standing by my name, the Odd Fella, I'm going to say I don't mind what Canelo said. I don't give a damn about what Canelo said about he not fighting no Mexicans no more. I think he's right and just and not fighting no more Mexicans anymore if he don't want to do that. Maybe we need to look deeper into why he doesn't want to do that. Because on the surface, it looks like he just don't want to fight the tough fights. He don't want to fight Deserto Ramirez's if he comes out with that WBA title against Dimitri Bivol. It seems like he doesn't want to fight the David Benavidez, the half Mexican, half Honduran beast that's only 25 years old. But that's on the surface. If we dig deeper, could it possibly be Mexican cartel politics? I'm just saying. Could it possibly be Mexican cartel politics? Why he don't want to fight other Mexicans? Maybe. Or could he be follow fashion? What do I mean by that, R fella? What you mean follow fashion? Could Canelo be following the trendsetters? I already told y'all who the trendsetters y'all. Y'all are the trendsetters, the foundational Black American. Y'all are the originators of hip hop. Hip hop is all on all corners of this planet, influencing the world. Niggas that can't speak English learn English by hip hop. Yeah? Could Canelo be learning the behaviors of some of our foundation Black Americans, our FBA brothers? Could he be learning those? Because when we look at the records of some of our favorite fighters, they don't fight African Americans. But we expect Canelo to fight Mexicans when our own fighters don't fight African Americans. Let's go down the line, y'all. Let's go down the line. Let's start off with Jamal Charlo in the middleweight division. One of the biggest fights that can be made in boxing in the middleweight division is Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. How many years have they been in the middleweight division? Two foundational Black Americans, and they still have yet to share the ring. When we look at the list of Jamal Charlo's opposition, who are the top FBAs on there? Do we have any Hall of Fame or legendary FBA fighters on Jamal Charlo's resume? No. We have the likes of Cornelius Bunbridge, the likes of Brandon Adams, good fighters, but not great. Not the best of the best. When we look at Boo Boo Andre, what do we have to show for? Willie Nelson. Good, but not great. Why haven't these two undefeated belt holders not come together to unify and make boxing great again? But we want to sit here and shit on Canelo all day for not fighting Mexicans. Let's go to the lightweight division, y'all. Ain't the lightweight division a glamour division? Look at this nigga. Cartel politics. I'm throwing shit out there, but you don't want to talk. But you don't want to talk about these African Americans these top African Americans that ain't fighting each other. I'm throwing things out there, bro. Because that could be real. What are the politics behind Mar Charlo and Boo Boo Andre not fighting? Bloods and Crips? Huh? Is that what's going on? Cadillac, is that what you're trying to tell me? That's why the fight's being stopped? Huh? Stop it. Let's go to the lightweight division. How many foundational Black Americans are on Tank Davis's resume? Can anybody in the chat answer me that? I'll say the question again. How many FBAs are on Tank Davis's working resume? Let me think. I'm going through the mental Rolodex. I'm trying to think. I honestly can't think of one. 0. I wish I had a prize for you, Combat. Did you get your cross trainers yet? Did you get your Combat 2-back cross trainers yet? Because it's marked as delivered. But winner, chicken dinner, nigga. 0. Tank Davis ain't fought one foundational Black American. Not one. Brothers not fighting because of game policy. You know, it's Bloods versus. Yo. Bless Lord Devin Haney. The dope fighter, master boxer at such a young age, 23, undisputed, lineal at lightweight. But can anybody in the chat tell me who has Devin Haney fought that's a foundational Black American that's great? Can anybody in the chat do that for me? Let's listen to this Mills Grills beat while the chat cook up a FBA fighter that's great. That's on Devin Haney's resume. Please do that. Please do that for me. I'm gonna like this Russian cream once again, and I'm gonna wait. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk knows about the FBA politics. Are you still in the chat, my nigga? Can you speak? Can you speak on the politics of Devin Haney's resume? Huh? Can you locate an FBA? Huh? Can you locate an FBA in this nigga's resume? I'm thinking right now. I ain't even checking BoxRec right now. I'm freelancing, y'all. And I'm really thinking. And he fought an African dude, Jelani. He fought an African dude, but I can't think of a great FBA that's he done fought. Why don't the two of these guys make boxing great again? I know Devin Haney is trying. He wants to fight Tank. We see the back and forth between him, not only with him and Tank, but the back and forth between him and Steven Espinosa, who's acting like he's the obstacle in a lot of things. He's the obstacle in a lot of things. Is he the capo, or is he the boss that don't want to call this play? That don't want to call this play and have the best FBAs fight the best FBAs? Because that's what I want to see to make boxing great again. In the lightweight division, Tank Davis against Devin Haney makes boxing great again. Fuck about no Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis. That's circus shit. I'll watch it because sometimes I like the circus. But when I want to see the best fight the best, in this case, it's going to be two FBAs, Devin Haney and Tank Davis, and they not getting it done. They're not fighting each other. The heavyweight division is being overran by the European. And not only the European, technically the Eastern European. We have two black megastars in the heavyweight division that have still yet to share the ring. Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, even with 5 losses in total to both of them, it's still the biggest fight in boxing. It's still a bigger selling fight than Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Let's be real. But for 5 years, these brothers haven't found a neutral ground to come and make this fight. So there we have it, y'all. I gave y'all 3 situations. 3 situations in 3 different weight classes where FBAs could make this sport great again, but there's something in the way. It's not happening. Let's go to the welterweight division because I left that out. Let's look at some of our pound for pound champs resume. Now, speaking of pound for pound, let me add the poll because your vote matters. Your vote matters, y'all. You know what I mean? And we need your vote when it comes to who's the pound for pound king. Here go the poll right here. Y'all hit this poll. These results will be published, of course, on the usual suspect 6 boxing rankings and will be in the next edition of the Punch Junkie magazine and will be officially circulated by boxers all over the world, hopefully. So y'all go click that link and be a part of this vote. Be a part of this vote because we don't need the rankings of the Ring magazine, the ESPNs of the world when we have our own shit. We have our own shit. This is your shit. You know what I mean? So there go the vote in the chat, the poll in the chat. Click on it, it takes you right there. The results will be up in probably 2 weeks' time. We're gonna let it cook, let it percolate for a couple weeks and whatnot. But Terrence Bud Crawford, a lot of our pound for pound. He's a lot of us are pound for pound champion. When we look at his resume, let's look at his resume in the welterweight division. Since he's touched the welterweight division, can anybody name me a great FBA boxer on Terrence Bud Crawford's resume? I'll wait. Winner, chicken dinner goes to Combat 2-Bag, Zip Zero, Stingy with De Niro. But ain't got none. 00. Let's go to y'all favorite, Errol Spence Jr. Let's look at his resume. Has Errol Spence Jr. fought any great FBA fighters? I can think of at least one. I won't call him great, but he is very good. No, I can think of at least two. I will give Errol Spence Jr. Lamont Peterson. At the time, was a very serviceable fighter. I believe he relinquished the WBA Reggie belt before he fought Errol Spence Jr. So he was at the top of his division, borderline elite. A lot of us felt that he whooped on Danny Garcia's ass. You know what I mean? Maybe about a year, 2 years before that. So I give Errol Spence Lamont Peterson. And of course, we can't forget Sean Porter. Showtime Sean Porter is a Hall of Fame great fighter that's on Errol Spence Jr.'s resume. So kudos to Errol Spence for being one of the few exceptions to black fighters, foundational black fighters that fight other FBAs. We can't count Kell Brook Combat because he ain't no FBA. He British. He British black. We British black. See, the argument I'm trying to make, Combat, is Canelo don't fight Mexican. Canelo don't want to fight Mexicans. Well, a lot of foundational black Americans don't fight other FBAs. So I'm saying this outrage for Canelo is somewhat hypocritical. That's the point I'm trying to make. This outrage for Canelo is hypocritical because we need to look at our own fighters, our own FBA fighters, and say, why aren't our FBA champions fighting our other FBA champions and making boxing great? Why hasn't the Saudi Arabians, why hasn't Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, why hasn't Bahrain, why hasn't Qatar, why hasn't one of these countries in the Middle East put down a guap? Put down a guap for Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford. Did anybody see that report of Steven Espinoza shitting on the offer of 40 million? There's some type of report of 40 million that came from Saudi Arabia. I don't necessarily believe that report. A paltry 40 million coming out of Saudi Arabia, when you know when they do fights and when they're talking money, you know what I mean, it's in the hundreds of millions. Motherfucker, they got the George Groves Carl Froch was above $50 million they paid for site fee, and this nigga Steven Espinoza talking 40 million for Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford. To me, that's ludicrous, and it sounds like fake news. But I'm questioning the reason. I'm questioning if the pockets ain't deep enough in America to get this fight done. If Showtime PBC don't have the pockets to get the biggest fight in the world in boxing done, why not let the Saudi Arabians do it? Why not let the Saudi Arabians do it then? Huh? Where's the $150 million? Where's the $100 million from Saudi Arabia? Question for y'all in the chat. If the Saudi Arabians came with the bag, are we mad? Do we want to see this fight? Or do we only want to see this fight on home soil? Do we want to see this fight? Are we going to be mad at the fact that the Saudi Arabia is going to be taken to Saudi Arabia? Because that might be the case. I done showed y'all. In earlier streams, on my other brother's streams, shout out to the usual suspects. On the 503 Lion stream, on Supreme Beats Boston Talk stream, I done showed y'all the hold up for the fight is due to that Kinahan situation. Due to that Kinahan situation, Bud hired him as his legal advisor. Bud hired him as his legal advisor. If that's the holdup of why this fight can't happen on home soil, let it be done on foreign soil then. Make boxing be great and have these two great, undefeated FBA champions fight each other. Because if we start trend setting and putting that in motion, if our FBA champions are fighting FBA champions, maybe Mexican champions will start fighting Mexican champions. Maybe we might see Canelo fight guys like Zerto. Maybe we might see Canelo fight guys like David Benavidez. But as of now, the whole game's fucked up. The whole game's fucked up. Not just Canelo and his fucked up bullshit, because I don't want to hear that shit. I've been saying he need to fight Zerto since Julio Cesar Chavez, huh? And I got the archives. I got the archives to prove it. Go back to my earlier videos that might got 5 to 10 views on them. Me talking about the duckery of Canelo, and he need to go ahead and deal with Zerto Ramirez. A domestic cleansing, I like to call it. Domestic cleansing. I've been talking about that. But you know what? The whole game fucked up. Because our own champions don't live by that code. Only a few. We only see Errol Spence with the evidence of great FBA boxers taking chances, taking real chances out here. Huh? Devin Haney trying to get that work with Tank. With all kind of politics, all kind of obstacles from people outside the ring aren't making it happen. But y'all know what it is. That was a little bit of boxing talk, a little bit of hip hop talk. I'm coming to an hour. I think I'm gonna end the show off like that. Once again, let me remind y'all that later on this afternoon, later on this afternoon, it goes down Bullshitting on the Beltway, Supreme Beats Boxing Talk. You know what I mean? 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time, Cadillac, Red KG. I believe some pick'ems will be going down. We got Andy Ruiz Jr. against Uncle Ortiz. That should be a nice little fight. You know what I mean? So definitely be on the lookout for that. That pick'em. I don't know what the undercards look like for that pay-per-view. We probably have to speak on that. You know what I mean? Because I can't off top. Oh, Isaac Cruz on there. Abner Mares. These are like little tune-up fights, bro. I mean, these ain't really meaningful fights on this undercard, so that's kind of disappointing. But yeah, the main event is popping. Uncle Ortiz and Andy Ruiz. I don't know who I've legitimately got yet. I mean, I'm gonna have to do some more quick research. Maybe I'll have my prediction in after the weigh-in in time for bullshitting on the Beltway once again, 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. But yeah, y'all know what it is. Once again, let me plug this special time, special date, Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. This Sunday, we got dancehall artist Fanique for the Fanique listening session live in the War Room. You know what I mean? That's this Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We usually don't do no afternoon listening sessions, but we had to work with the Queen. You know what I mean? So definitely be on the lookout for that this Sunday. We got my cousin on deck as well, Thursday. You know what I mean? This Thursday, September the 8th. You know what I mean? 8 p.m. Eastern Time, regular times. My guy Golden Gamble, a little punk rap album EP listening session. So we'll definitely be getting into that. If y'all in the 905-416 area, my girl Ella Mocha will be on stage tomorrow at the Benbrook Fairgrounds. Street Candy car show is going down. You know what I mean? Benbrook Fairgrounds. We also got Chromas that will be live on stage. You know what I mean? So definitely be on the lookout for that one. Big up Ella Mocha. She was on the platform a couple weeks back. You know what I mean? Tay says, I got King Kong. Yep. I don't know, Tay. He looked like he had some vulnerabilities in his last fight against Charles Martin. The legs might Father Time might be calling your favorite uncle. You know what I mean? But with that being said, salute to the LDBC. Salute to the usual suspects. It definitely is a usual suspect ting. Usual undisputed tings out next Friday. Be on the lookout for that top. The undisputed top, you know what I mean? In lieu of the Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall undisputed fight, you know what I mean? So that will be dropping next Friday. ShopUsualSuspect6.com. But yeah. Y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, yet your most hated art fella. Salute to the whole LDBC. Hey man, and we get on.
Heavyweights, and our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates. Look, we heavyweights, and our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates. Yeah, why they be watching my plate? I can see that they hella fake. These white and black diamonds on my neck, they never segregate. Before my life did a 360, I added this coke flow to the mix. The game is doped out, so it's time for a fix. Look, Don't mess with my clip, don't mess with my dog. I turn to John Wick, Lord forgive me, I might empty a clip. Heavyweight here, black hoodie on, reppin' Trayvon. I used to move an O on the block like I was King Von. Skinny dude, but I'm a heavyweight. And y'all don't want no smoke, no war like Kuwait. And my flow is smooth as suede. And you couldn't match my degree even if we trade, yeah. Don't get it twisted like braids. Even though they hate, we still shine in the shade. Look, we heavyweights. And our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates. Look, we heavyweights. And our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates.
We getting every cake. Yeah, you niggas 175, light heavyweights. I US on my delegates. Now I was trying to branch out, Babylon won't penetrate. You in the way, make them ministrate. And if the hard on demon time, then let me demonstrate. My pen game's in the semi-state. Now who you know with a solid flow, I so resonate. You niggas push, I levitate. You niggas shush, all hesitate when the drama escalate. I'm here to desecrate the plenty fake. Yeah, I'm back drawing ops with Fox, we got plenty pain. Touch road, get ghosts, avoid plenty Jake. I never wanted her out, cause I innovate. All fella, more cruiser than a heavyweight. I cruise by in a foreign like 10 to 8.
Look, we heavyweights. And our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates. Look, we heavyweights. And our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates.